Ahoy Ragamuffins, Jamie here, and thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through today's movement session. Today, we've got a total body 10-minute weighted workout for you. We'll be doing 2 circuits, 6 exercises, 20 seconds on with a 10-second rest break. We'll have a transition time, so take a rest break for your body whenever you need it. As far as equipment goes, what I'll be using today is 5s, 8s, 10s, between 5 and 15 pounds. If you're working on strength today, choose something that's challenging yet doable for you. I always like to have a platform or wall nearby for push-ups or sturdiness, balance, anything that you feel safe on. Grab a water bottle, grab a towel, and let's get started. All right, we're gonna be starting with jacks here. Side to side, elbows lifting, stepping side to side. Maybe you're accepting weight. Maybe you want to lift full arms up, all the way up. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Maybe you want to add a little quickness or a little bounce to it. Bounce. Arm circles, shoulder circles, rolling shoulders back. Maybe adding those arms, big arm circles, maybe a little bit of a knee bend here, and forward roll, shoulder roll, arm circles forward. Jog in place in 2, and jog in place here. So low impact, we're gonna be lifting those heels up off the ground. If you'd like, you can move forward, add a little bit of direction. Maybe you wanna lift those feet off the ground. And breathing. Nice job. Bigger squats coming up and down, knees aligned with toes, all the way up to stand, pulling shoulders back and breathing. You determine the depth of the squat, so come up whenever you need it. Try to stand tall every time you bend those knees and come up to stand. All right, we're gonna be starting our first circuit of 6 exercises, starting with a thruster. So I'm gonna grab my weights here. Weights are gonna be held at side. Knees are alongside toes, rolling shoulders back. I'm gonna come into a knee bend here and bring those weights up. So knee bend soft and weights come up, slowly lower down. If you wanna bring the movement together, you can bring the movement together here or keep it separate with that squat to lift. And 1. Next one we're coming into is a lateral raise. So I'm gonna be rolling my shoulders back. Elbows are gonna be soft. Weights are gonna be alongside my thighs, and I'm gonna come up here. You see here how I'm not lifting my shoulders. Like lifting my traps, shoulders. I'm lifting my shoulders for sure. I'll always say something and go, wait, that's not right. Keeping up, alternating right to left, making sure those elbows are slightly bent. Now we're gonna be coming into an incline burpee. So with this, I'm gonna use the wall, hands across from chest. I'm gonna jog, 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 jog. Ha! Come up into that plank position, and then jog, jog, jog. Maybe you're using the back of a chair, the back of a couch. I'm gonna come into a little bit, maybe 3-4 second jog in between, quick feet, and then come into that plank position, core engaged, hands across from chest. Now we're gonna be coming into an incline push-up. So working the chest, elbows are gonna be in that arrow fashion across from the chest here, down and exhale, pushing away from the ground. So this is at this incline position. You can also do this at a quadruped position, hands across from chest, and my forehead is coming down, exhaling. If you have access to the floor, able to come up and down on the floor. Now we're gonna be coming into a sumo squat. Grabbing one right here, my toes are out, my knees are out. I'm coming down and lifting up. I'm holding the weight here, coming down, pushing through those heels, lifting up all the way up to stand. And breathing. Weight is soft on my chest, coming up, breathing. Good. Down and up. 10 seconds standing scissors. I'm gonna hold this weight here. We're gonna start knee lift, If you want to add the scissor piece, we're gonna kick up, or you can add a knee lift to kick. So lifting alternating legs. Maybe you're lifting those feet off the ground. Maybe you're adding a kick. Maybe you're adding this kind of crunch scissor-like position here. And all right, so that was the first circuit. Now we're gonna come into, second round. That was the first round. Now we're gonna do the same exact exercises, but now round 2. So we're gonna come into that thruster. I'm gonna roll my shoulders back, coming down here and down, bending the knees, pressing up. Exhale, lift. Like I said, you can separate the movements or you can bring them together and come into that knee bend and press. Breathing out, good. All right, lateral raise here, rolling shoulders back, elbows are soft. We're gonna do alternating lift, right and left. Exhaling, core is engaged. You can be seated for this one as well, if that feels comfortable for you, and slowly lowering down. So shoulders are down, and exhale, bringing that shoulder down with control. Good. And incline burpee. So for the next 2, we're gonna be on either the ground in quadruped. I'll show you different angles here. So now I'm gonna use this platform, hands across from chest. Maybe this is a bench that you're using. Maybe this is the chair, the seat of the chair. Now I'm gonna show you what I would do if I'm coming down to quadruped here, and now pushing myself up from the floor. So on the platform or on the floor. Now we're gonna come into a push-up. Starting with a wall push-up, you can do a platform push-up, quadruped push-up, hands across from chest. Remember, elbows are coming down kind of in this chevron arrow fashion. Exhale when you push away from the ground. In quadruped, we're here. I call this thigh pad position, making sure that our core is engaged as we come down. Coming up, 10 seconds, standing scissors. Oh no, did I not add the sumo? No, next is sumo, next is sumo. Toes out, knees out, my bad. Sumo down and up, and down and up. Weight is held alongside chest. Breathing. You determine the depth. So make sure that you're doing something that feels comfortable for you, where you can come all the way up to a stand. Now we're going to come into those knee lifts, alternating knee lifts here while holding the core engaged. You can bring heels up. You can bring knee lift here. You can be here at kicks. Good. And exhale. That's a big balance move there because you're lifting that one foot off the ground. All right, get ready to cool down. Awesome job. Movement for mentality, movement for increased mood. Hopefully this 10 minutes as we cool down here brought you one of those. Coming into a step tap, side to side, opening up chest, shoulder blades, squeeze, good. And down and up, good. 3. Shoulder crosses coming across. Now you can hold your arm here or you can hold it against the wall and turn your body out inward, and come into the other side. Shoulder stretch here. Rolling wrist. Right and left hip flexor, step back, tuck pelvis, engage glute. These are going to be quick, 10 seconds each. Please, please, please come into a longer stretch. Stay into a longer stretch if you have time. The reason why it's short is because we got a 10-minute movement session here. Coming down into right and left hamstring, hinging at the hip, and coming up. Heel comes down, hold on to something for balance always if needed. Coming down and breathing, hinging at the hip. Slowly coming up. Awesome, awesome job today, Ragamuffins. I hope that 10-minute movement session left you feeling maybe a mood boost, maybe energized, maybe warm. I really like the short ones because it just kind of switches my mind's focus on something. So if I'm ruminating, I like these 10-minute ones. So make sure you comment, like if you like this session, and I'll make sure to film more of them. Anyway, you all are awesome, and hope to see you next time. Bye, Ragamuffins.